think you can hear the scrap man. So, I've had a slow morning, but I have done a load of washing and lit the fire and all sorts of things like that. So anyway, I'm only now on first walk. So I've got Jazz, Nala, Raven, Pickles, Finnick and Katniss. And then the next walk would be another 6. And then Dudley can have a tennis ball throw. And then that's everybody exercised for the day. If you notice, when I go like that to Nala, she'll do it back. Nala! See? So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to do 2 tips run, walks today. So that I know everybody's walked. Rather than sort of doing, if I did a forestry, I couldn't guarantee that I've got a tips or 2 forestries in me. So yeah, you can hear it on my voice. At least I still got a voice, because I remember I had one with the last year with Pickles litter, and it wasn't the Pickles litter, it was pie litter, and I lost my voice for a good few days. So yeah, hopefully we'll get the cold out my system now, and then I won't lose my voice at any point during having puppies. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? What you doing, Cordelia? Wow! Wow! It's funny how some of your children know how to kangaroo, isn't it, Cordelia? So yeah, anyway. Also, the tips is plenty for the Jude and the Phoebes when they're so big. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Raves. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. She is funny. She's so easy to make bouncy and springy. It's just one of our little games that we play, me and her, and she just enjoys it. So I'm up on the top tier now. I just had a chill, play with the dogs with some tricks, with some scatter. I'm not going to call it scatter feeding, but a scatter snack, because it was hardly a full meal. There's just little things, just get them engaged in their brains, thinking about me, and listening. As you can see, they're very excited to be up here again. I think between my foot and doing other things, we've kind of done the 2 forestries I walk more than we've done up here in the last week. So they're enjoying it. So yeah, I just thought I'd talk again about waiting lists, because obviously I've got 2 different breed waiting lists going on right now, and the hardest question is always the first one people ask, and that is, where am I on the waiting list? Right now, all I know for certain is that I've got 2 girls that are pregnant, that are looking a fair size. I don't know how many boys, I don't know how many girls. When it comes to the Dalmatians, I don't know if I've got livers or blacks, and how many in each colour of each gender I've got. Also, the people who've been sitting on a waiting list for a long time, or a longer time, because don't forget, Pumpkins litter, no word of a lie, if I'd have had 15 of them, I could have sold them all without advertising. And I think some of that was the pickle effect, where Pickle seemed to attract a lot of attention because of her story. And then people saw how they were being raised, their characters, how beautiful the litter was, how lovely Pumpkin was, how amazing Pumpkin was for taking in this abandoned puppy or rejected puppy. But anyway, I didn't have many puppies in that litter. Even without the pickle effect, I think the amount of puppies would have still been fewer than the demand. So anyway, for the people who've been hovering on the waiting list for a while, they may have found a puppy elsewhere, and I may not have been notified of that. Also, in the time they've been on the waiting list, their circumstances may have changed. I'm just going to do a recall. Good girl, Pickle. Good girl, Ray. Good girl, Fatness. Good girl, Jazzy. Fennec. Not bad. I'm going to call it 5 out of 6, even though 2 are right by me. Oh, you didn't go far? This is a silly sausage. Good boy. I know he was slow, but I'll still, especially for a boy, I think recall is always worth the reward. Anyway, so yeah, people's circumstances may have changed. They may have gotten pregnant, they may have had a baby, they may have needed to move house. Their new house may not be ready for a dog. They may have changed jobs, so therefore changed hours. There's so many things that can happen. You know, they may have been in a relationship when they went on the waiting list, and between them would have cared for the dog. And as a now single person, they can't look after a dog on their own because of their hours. So basically, until I get in touch with people, I can't really tell you what my waiting list looks like. Now, if you say, I don't mind the colour and I want a boy, more likely than not, there'll be a puppy on that litter for you. I can't guarantee it, because if you remember Jude's Beatles litter, we had 8 girls and 2 boys. We had more people on the waiting list for boys than we had in that litter. So, I can't guarantee that. All I can say is more likely than not. And I'd say the same for the GSPs, more likely than not. Although actually recently, with all the new inquiries, it's probably about 50-50 of people wanting boys and girls. So yeah, it's kind of like the waiting list question. Now, if you inquire, and the first question you ask is price. And I know price is important, but it's not the most important. You know, think about health testing. Think about what you do with a puppy, what I do with a puppy when I'm raising them. Think about what mum has done, what dad has done. What are their characters? What are their temperaments like? What are you expecting these puppies to be like from this combination? You know, if I use Pod or Lani, I'm expecting pretty chill puppies, you know, because that chill is definitely passed down. So, you know, and again, as much as you do your best as a breeder to make the best choices, you can't guarantee those choices will go as you plan. You can't guarantee that combination will come out as you planned, but you do your best. So think about other questions. Think about, you know, do I stay in touch with my puppy owners? Do I offer support, advice? Will I take a puppy back if I need to? Would I take an adult dog that I bred back if I need to? The answer is yes, by the way, guys. But all of those things are more important. And all of those things make certain puppies from certain breeders more desirable than others. You know, and then I've had some people with the GSPs asking about, you know, or telling me, informing me that they would like to breed from a female at some point. So I then have a chat about endorsements. So for me, hip and elbow scored over 2, proven to be of sound health and temperament, they can come off. Additionally, for the Dalmatians, an approved stud dog, doesn't have a blue eye and full hearing. Maybe I'll hearing test the GSPs for fun. We'll see. You know, what food are they on? Because that can tell you a lot about a breeder. Do they care about what food their puppies are on? Or do they just get the cheapest food available? Because breeding a litter isn't cheap. Feeding a litter isn't cheap. And yeah, I understand the price. You know, if you don't know the price, it should be one of your questions. But more often than not, when people ask the price of my Dalmatians, they are expecting them to be more than they are. Because nobody does the social media on a litter like I do in Dalmatians for certain. And I don't think in GSPs. I may be wrong, but I've never seen it. And that level of content takes up a lot of time, and it's exposing myself and putting myself up for criticism, and all the rest of it. And I don't charge extra for it, but clearly when people inquire, they expect it to be, because people really get to know my puppies way before they meet them, way before they get to choose. And I think that's really important, because they then learn about the character of certain puppies, and then inevitably they're drawn towards certain puppies because of that character. Some want the loud, slightly chaotic puppy that's into everything. Some like the independent Dora the Explorer ones. Some like the fat, lazy, cuddly ones. You know, and I just think that is really important to me, that people feel really involved in the whole process. And when puppies have been bought by me and there's a lack of that content, I realise just how cool it is that I do it all. And I realise just how much I want it from others. And I also understand completely why people don't do it. So yeah, we've just had a general chat today. And no doubt this chat will happen again when the puppies are here. And no doubt it'll happen again with future litters. But each litter can bring new people to the channel. Each litter, you know, some followers will be new, some will be have been here for a while. And I'm wondering, will the GSPs bring a new audience too? I've also been looking at phones today to upgrade current phone, upgrade the storage as well. I am due for an upgrade, but that'll make life easier for the litter. But obviously everything costs money. So anyway, I shall leave this here and I shall see you all soon. Bye.